Well, today's the 1st of October, it's 2022, and we're actually in Santa Ponsa. We came down specially to see Mel and Nita. Mel and Nita are from Sheffield, and we've just had a lovely coffee with them and a little bit of a catch up with things we have in common, music and masonry. But we're just going to have a little walk here in Santa Ponsa. We're not going the usual way, because we usually go to the beach and then we either go up along towards the cross or we go to the square on the other side. So actually we're going to walk out of Santa Ponsa, because as we came in and noticed that the Pirate Hotel was open, it looked quite interesting from the front. So let's make a move and go towards the Pirate Hotel.
Menu for 2 people here.
We're also getting a bit hungry as well. So
Nice.
Menu at the Taste of India. Well, we do like our Indian food.
We're here when we come back.
So if that's still there when we come back, we might have a look at that. That's €31.95, and that's a menu for 2 people. Yesterday we went down to Palma Nova, and we did start to have a walk, and then it started to rain. And we've had some very changeable weather all through the past week or so. It's been up and down, windy, rainy, stormy, and then sunshine. Well, today's the 1st of October, and we've had a bit of a change again in the weather, and it's now very sunny.
$14.50 here for the menu.
There's a few fluffy clouds, some cumulus clouds up there, but really nice, and the temperature's gone back up again. It's really nice and warm. So we're sort of in the mid-20s, around about 25 degrees, I suppose. If I see a thermometer, I'll let you know exactly. And we're just walking out of Santa Ponsa, effectively, so towards where the market is, where the post office is, and eventually where the motorway is that would take you into Palma. It's not normally a place where we would go for a walk, but something different, isn't it? There's a few shops up and down here. I'm not sure how much of them, many of them are tourists. They're sort of more geared towards locals. There's lots of estate agent type places, particularly on the other side. There's a touristy shop for you. And then an estate agent next to it. So a little bit of concern in the local press that property sales, which have been booming over the past year or so, may well be a little bit in decline because of the current world situation. And that's also being reflected in the concern that there is over tourism. We've had a really good year as far as tourists are concerned. I'll just point out our dentist. This is our dentist, where we come to have our teeth examined. Howard does a great job there. Really happy to go there. I'm not sure when our next appointment is, but I'm sure they'll be letting us know. So yeah, the tourism has been really good in 2022. Hotel bookings have been fantastic, and it's still quite busy in all of the resorts. The concern is really what's going to happen in 2023, and there's a bit of nervousness about bookings for 2023. In the UK today, where many of the visitors come to Mallorca, they've got these new energy cap, which still means that people's bills are likely to go up to an average of £2,500 per year. It's going to be a big chunk of people's budgets. So will they still have money left to go on holiday? Well, only time will tell. And my own feeling is that when we get to January, when you start to see all the advertising for the summer season, I think we might start to see some offers being made available. So I'm really going to be quite interested to have a look at to see what that is. We in fact, mentioned before, have a holiday booked for Ibiza in 2023. I'll have a look to see if that's discounted. So one of the reasons I wanted to come up here was just to have a look at this place, because in the past when we've been by here, it's been closed, but it's open now. It's really quite a nice facade that they've actually put onto this place. Really put a lot of effort into it. It says Pirates Village Hotel guests only, solo clientes. So we're not welcome. We can't actually go in, but we can go out on the outside, and we can see they've got lots of activities here, and they're sort of pirate. They've got a pirate theme all the way through. So that's very good, and that's all 6 to 7 days, 8 days, 8 days a week. Sunday there's 2 lots of things, and just over on this side we've got things for children as well. So there's lots going on here at the Pirate Village, and they've got their own souvenir shop, and that's the Skull Store. And a little grassy area, which is not real grass, but looks like real grass. If you come and just take a step back and just look at the way it's all been set out, I'm really quite impressed with that. I think that looks really good. It's probably not for people of our age here, so I don't think we'll be coming, but I'm sure the grandchildren would, certainly the younger grandchildren would quite like that. It'd be quite exciting. So we'll go up a little bit further, and then we'll make our way back down towards the beach again. So all of this on the right hand side, it's now hidden away behind the trees, but this is the Pirate Village. If I just have a little sneaky through here, peek through, that looks like there's a little bit of a terrace, and then you've got a dining area and a bar, and then through to the pool. Santa Ponsa seems to have a lot of estate agents. Particularly on this road, there are lots and lots of estate agents. So here's Prime Homes, another one. And that's next to Pasteleria, so we've got a baker's with a little cafe attached to it. And if we go a little bit further, we've got a big Eroski supermarket on the right hand side. On a Saturday morning, if you go down to the left, there's a market. That will have all finished by now. And the fire station, which you probably will never need. Across the road, we've got the Santa Ponsa Pins Nura hotels. And we're going to make our way back down. Yep. So behind us now is the Eroski, and the wind is blowing. And there's another supermarket, I think here on the right hand side. I thought that was Eroski too, may well be. Get a little bit of a different view here of the Pirate Village Hotel, and can actually see all the cannons sticking out there. My guess is that it will be closing at the end of the month. That's just a guess at the moment. Certainly was closed during the winter, last winter. And that will happen to many of the hotels here in Santa Ponsa as we get towards the end of October. Things start to close down. Shall we cross over?
Yeah.
Yeah, have a look down on the other side. The zebra crossing where it's safer to cross.
Better mention my top.
Your top, dear, what's special about your top? It's purple, and she tells me today that purple's her favourite colour. Now, it's a good job we're not on Mr. and Mrs, because I probably would never have guessed that, but there we go. But it's not just any old purple top, this is a Real Mallorca purple top. And Real Mallorca, of course, are in our thoughts today, because today we've got the big match, one of the really big matches. So today we've got the match, which is Real Mallorca versus Barcelona, 9 o'clock tonight. And
Wear a red one for that though.
So she's got another one as well, so she'll be wearing the red one tonight. So 9 o'clock tonight we'll be watching Real Mallorca play Barcelona, and we would obviously like to see them win, but I think in reality most Mallorca fans would be settling for any reasonable score. What we don't want to see is Mallorca humiliated by a big score. And looking at where they've been playing recently, 5 in defence, which might be able to stop the Barcelona players scoring the goals. Unfortunately, we only have one up at front, is the way the manager's got the team set out, and that's Mariki. Mariki's been doing really well in the international scene as well. He plays for Kosovo, and hopefully he'll be able to net a few more goals for us this evening. Well, we'll see. Somebody needs to pass him the ball. I think we need to tell our players that.
That's the object of the game.
Because it's going to be such a full match tonight, we're going to go pretty early, so we're picking up our friend Monroe. We're picking him up at about 7:30, so we'll be at the stadium a good hour before the match starts. And what we usually do is we meet our friends. Oh, we've got some, if you're into gambling, we don't stand a chance by the looks of things. This is Mallorca versus Barcelona, 8-1 for us to win. 1.33 for Mallorca for Barcelona to win. Well, they're not giving them great odds, and 5-1 for a draw. At least I think that's what that means. I'm not really the greatest of gamblers, so I wouldn't really know what those numbers mean, but that was my take on it. We are the home team. We will have the home support, but as I've just been explaining to Mel, if you ask a lot of Mallorquin people who they support, they will tell you that they either support Real Madrid or Barcelona. It's sad, really. You expect them to say, first of all, we support Real Mallorca, but when I ask the children at school who do they support, they will answer Real Madrid or they will answer Barcelona. Very rarely will they say Real Mallorca. So I think, though Real Mallorca will be in the majority at the match tonight in terms of supporters, I think we might hear a lot of cheering for Barcelona, sadly. And that might cause a little bit of friction as well, so I hope it doesn't spill over too much. But I don't think some of the ultras from Real Mallorca will like that. We just want Mallorca to win fair and square. Has that been too optimistic?
Maybe.
Yet another estate agent. This one's Casanova. New home. Why not? There are some quite amazing properties in this area. I actually visited one a few weeks ago. There's actually one that's like that, which could have been that house actually. 5.5 million. Certainly a house very much like that one.
Which one?
This one. But it is coming up to lunchtime, and we're going to investigate somewhere to eat. There's another estate agent. That's Minkner and Partner. Adam used to work for that. Our son used to work for them.
I think we should go to that Indian. Do you?
Oh, Anita's voting for an Indian. It's called Taste of India. Is it called Taste of India? Yes, it is.
Not tried it.
I do enjoy Indian food, and for me,
This is lunchtime.
lunch is a better time to eat Indian food. So let's go and investigate. It doesn't look too busy. So we're now back at the roundabout where we started. We just had a little walk up and down that road, so it's somewhere different for us to go in Santa Ponsa. And we're back at the roundabout with the beach just in front of us. We're going off for lunch now, and we're going to see what that Indian has on offer and see if it's for us. But thanks very much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.